There are so many great teachers now and throughout history, but in my opinion, life is the greatest of them all. Somehow, we only heed advice after we are left wounded and humbled by life's many great trials. I made this video to share with you the 5 Stoic lessons that I learned the hard way, hoping you can benefit from the lessons learned. I saw that in this era of digital toxicity, job stress, loneliness, confusion, and materialism over ethics, we could use this advice more than the times they were taught by the great philosophers. Imam Ali once said, "Anger is like a ball of fire, but if you swallow it, it's sweeter than honey." If you feel rage all of a sudden and want to make a rash, impulsive decision because your partner just hurt you emotionally or because the world feels like it's conspiring against you, then just pause. Stop for just a few seconds right before you act, and I promise it will make you feel great. We usually overreact in anger to make sure our ego is not hurt. That is why we regret it later, because we see our overreaction as unnecessary and can't believe what we just did or said. The principle of equanimity is the art of keeping your ego in check. If you only master this one art in life, you will live life much better than most because people will be happy to have you around. Mastering the art of keeping your ego in check will ensure you remain calm, composed, and indifferent to external circumstances, giving you an aura of charisma and leadership that people fall in love with. Funny enough, people will praise you more and blame you less only after you care equally nothing for praise or blame. Discomfort isn't just a part of life you must accept. It is a necessary part of life. Why? Because our scars are the reason we improve. Avoiding difficulties and challenges only limits your potential. Accept pain and mistakes as part of life and never think of yourself as perfect. This achieves 2 important things. First, you'll go easy on yourself and keep your biggest critic at bay. And second, you'll always find ways to improve because you don't think you are perfect. Life has taught me that those who make no mistakes do not improve. How do I know? Because those who think they do not make mistakes never improve. Another thing I learned the hard way in life is that pleasure has diminishing returns. I remember how when we were younger, we would play that one good video game for years, never complaining about anything. Now, with the availability of an ocean of good video games, we are left only complaining. In life, even pain and pleasure need to be balanced. Too much of either will drive you crazy. Actually, from my personal experience with people, I saw that those that have faced a mountain of pain actually give up on life a lot less than those with a life of endless pleasure and aimlessness. This, however, doesn't mean that you should seek pain just for the purpose of balance. It means that you should find a noble responsibility worthy of your potential. This way, you are choosing to face the pain of action, which is both good for you and is easier than pain of inaction. We all belong to environments which we have very little control over. We can't control the prices of products, the weather, or even how people look at us or what they think of us. What we do have control over, however, is our thoughts, and they dictate both our emotions and outcomes. Every thought is energy, and you get to decide where you spend this energy. Whenever you find yourself becoming stressed or anxious, ask yourself, is this within my control? If yes, then take action. If no, practice letting go by taking 3 deep breaths and redirecting your focus on what you can control. There is a significant power in self-examination and reflection that most people neglect. Taking time to reflect allows you to better understand yourself, make more rational decisions, and ultimately live in accordance with your virtues. For example, you find yourself snapping at your loved ones recently. Instead of simply brushing it off, take time to reflect on the underlying reasons. Perhaps it's stress from work, or maybe it's lack of sleep. Set aside 10 minutes before bedtime to reflect on what you did today. Ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today? What could I have done differently? What will I work on tomorrow? If you enjoyed this video, then I suggest you watch this next. As always, I'm Shobeir, and thank you for watching.